Hi. You've probably never heard me use my unedited voice before on this channel. Well, unless you've been here ever since I did that, weird FNAF clone from, 2015. We don't gotta talk about that. Hello. Welcome to a channel update, as well as a Q&A that a lot of people have been looking forward to, because I've been wanting to do a Q&A for a while, but there's a couple other things I also wanted to talk about on this channel going forward. What to expect from my channel moving forward, and just a heads up, in case you don't have time to watch everything, don't get your hopes too up, because I don't have too much cooking apart from Badlands. Let's go ahead and get into it. First thing I want to get out of the way is the use of AI on my channel. A lot of you probably already are aware that I use AI for all my videos. Well, at least all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Badlands episodes. The whole thing is kind of centered around, TF2 AI voices. And, there's a reason why I'm bringing this up, and I'll get to that eventually, but I'm just going to go ahead and say right now, despite me using AI voices in these videos, they are not monetized. I'm not making any money off of them whatsoever. I'm putting out there right now, I do not condone the use of AI for reselling or advertising or malicious intent. I do it for memes and for jokes that are completely harmless. I'm not trying to defame the actors. I'm not trying to talk shit about their characters. I'm not trying to do any of that whatsoever. I'm just trying to make funny videos like anybody else does with all the TF2 AI stuff going around. But yes, my videos, or at least Yu-Gi-Oh! Badlands, despite it using AI, mostly, it is really just for entertainment purposes. That is all it's for. Not making any money off of it whatsoever. Yeah, that's that. But now you're probably thinking, Zero, we already know this. Why are you telling us this? There's a very specific reason, actually, and that brings me to my next announcement. I'm getting into voice acting. Sounds a little bit weird for a channel that uses a lot of AI voices for their videos, but I have always wanted to voice act for a while, at least until my throat fully recovers, because my voice is not fully back yet. I'm still having to recover for a bit longer. I'm probably not going to be 100% again until the end of this week, but I do feel well enough to record things for episode 5, which is still needs a bit more time in the oven. I'm probably going to have that out by next week, but we'll see. But yes, I'm getting into voice acting. So at some point, you can expect voice reels on this channel for various characters that I do. I've already done a little bit of work. I haven't exactly shared it with y'all yet, but I can't wait to do so. There probably isn't going to be much content that comes out of my voice acting stuff, apart from voice reels. I might actually get voice actors for Badlands for the future, so I stop using AI, but I don't know, AI is kind of the charm that brings it together, but then again, 15 AI isn't a thing anymore. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, voice acting is something that I'm getting into, and I wanted to talk about AI before because I just want to let everyone know that's coming to my channel going, wow, this guy is a voice actor, but he has a bunch of AI videos? Like, what the fuck's going on there? I just want you to know, all those AI videos, those are for entertainment purposes only. I'm not buying the voices, I'm not selling the voices, I'm not making any money off of them whatsoever. And everything that I do on this channel that is voice acting related is just for me because I want to get into voice acting. So yeah, hopefully everybody does not come to this channel expecting me to be an AI defender. AI has become very problematic. I am fully aware of that. I am not trying to be malicious in any way. Actually, I'm pretty sure that the TF2 voice actors know that there's a bunch of memes with AI voices with them on the platform, and they've seen quite a few of them. I don't know. I could be very wrong about that, but I know that they know that there's memes out there that do use some versions of AI voices of their characters, and they're not bothered. At least to my knowledge. If someone wants to correct me on that, please let me know. But with all the boring stuff out of the way, you came here for the Q&A. So let's go ahead and answer these questions, because I have been looking forward to answering these questions for a while. What got you into making Yu-Gi-Oh! Badlands? Quite a few things, actually. I was bored, first of all. Second thing was I think I was in the middle of watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX in sub for the first time. I think, or maybe it was 5Ds. I don't remember. No. It was definitely GX. But I was in the middle of watching GX, and something that I really admired about classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that all the duels there were very simple. They were fun. They had twisted turns here and there. I'm gonna yawn, by the way, a lot. I'm so sorry. They had twists and turns throughout the duels, and it made them exciting. It made them fun to watch. There was like, oh, I summoned a monster and set my card, and then my turn. Oh, well, that's not bad, but check out this move. And it was a process where each character would take turns, like showing what they could do, and it would go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and it was fun because each character got a chance to really battle and show what they can do. In modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, the whole meta is set up your entire board on one turn and either lose or win on turn 2, because the other opponent is either going to not do anything at all because your board has infinite negates, or they're going to make some huge comeback. And while I'm not doubting the skill level of that, I am doubting the fun of it, because that's not fun. I'll put out there right now, I hate modern Yu-Gi-Oh! With a burning passion. It is not the game that I fell in love with a long time ago. It is a clusterfuck of Ash Blossoms and Maxis and Omni Negates, and the whole name of the game is don't let your opponent play. Run the meta, run that meta only, and if there's like 2 other types of meta, just have as many hand traps as you can. Make sure the duel lasts less than 4 turns. The fact that some cards aren't being played because they're too slow disgusts me, because there's a lot of really cool cards. Yeah, okay, you have to set them first and then use them later. That's fun though, because then that's just more engaging. I feel like cards that have to wait a bit longer to use, they're just more fun. I mean, like, if you're building a meta that has to use cards the same turn that you play them, like all their effects pop off once you play them, right? You just get rid of like 90% or more of every single card in the game, and it's just not fun. It's not fun whatsoever. So then I had an idea. I was like, hey, I was reminiscing about classic Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I remember I already made like 3 TF2 AI Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. And I said a while ago that I didn't want to make any more because the joke might die out. But then I thought, does it have to be a joke? Like, what if I make it like an actual series? What if I make my own Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime that is reminiscent of the old days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime during Classic and GX and 5Ds, where the duels were fantastic and thrilling and exciting to watch? And I was like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. And thus, Yu-Gi-Oh! Badlands came to be. This is why all of the duels are, like set out, and I try to incorporate as many cool plays as I possibly can. And the only time I ever have like OTK stuff is when it'll like make sense for the episode. Like when Spy defeated Scout in 1 turn, he's trying to teach him a lesson. Besides, he used to be a champion, so yeah. But yeah, that's what got me into making the series. I wanted another classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime that was styled like GX and 5Ds in the classic, where it wasn't so meta-infested with a bunch of hand traps and omni-negates, and it's just Making me want to relive classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Absolutely. So yeah, that's what got me into making it. Favorite Duel Monsters deck? Heroes. Specifically, Elemental Heroes. Big GX and 5Ds guy. Elemental Heroes have been my favorite archetype for as long as I can remember. I used to collect them when I was a kid, and to this day, I have never betrayed the archetype. Literally, Heroes is the only thing I play, specifically Elemental, and no, I will never swap it. I will never swap, ever. I don't run Destiny, I don't run Vision, I don't run Mast, I don't run any other hero except Elemental. Because I'm a Jaden Yuki guy, his heroes are awesome, they have cool effects, and oh my god, they're just so cool. I love them. So yeah, that is the archetype that I run. Elemental Heroes forever. Yu-Gi-Oh! Format. Goat and Edison. As you have probably heard before, I hate modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the format and all the hand traps and everything, but Goat and Edison, I like those both because they're relatively simpler. I think Goat might be a little too simple, I guess, but it was still fun. And then Edison incorporates enough cards and abilities and such where where it's fun. I guess it's not meta infested with hand traps and such. There are meta strategies for OTKs and such, but that's just always been Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG anyway. People don't want to play. People just want to win the tournament and get their money and go home, which, okay, whatever, makes sense. But Edison and Goat were the formats that really got me into the game and got me wanting to collect cards and play with friends. And yeah, absolutely, those two formats are absolutely the best. I'm going to be yawning a lot, by the way, because I'm talking nonstop, just a heads up. Favorite song? I have quite a few. I've got Live and Learn by Crush 40. I've got The Touch by Stan Bush. I have quite a few favorite songs, but those are just a couple of them. Okay, will we be seeing somebody from the MAUB or Super Mario Brothers cast to join and play Machina? What the fuck is this question? I'm going to rather answer this in particular question, answer the questions of will X character appear in the series? Hate to disappoint you, but more than likely, no. The main cast of characters throughout my series I want to center within Valve IPs, so Team Fortress 2, Half-Life, Portal, that kind of stuff. And while Dr. Odell and all of the units are original characters of mine, they do reside within the Portal universe, so that's why they're going to stay there. Yes, so I'm sorry to say, if you're hoping to see Lincoln Loud duel Freddy Fazbear, that's not happening, hate to tell you. Yeah, so sorry, you guys are not going to see our favorite Fazbear running a fur fight deck against God knows who. Yeah, no, that's not happening whatsoever. All the main cast of characters is going to remain Valve IP focused. And if you do see characters from other franchises in the background of videos, those are called cameos. I sure hope you know what a cameo is. Look it up, please, if you don't. Also, did you not watch Season 1 or Season 2? There's already a character I have that plays Machina. Like, seriously. Is Breen alive? Well, I'm not going to go into too many spoilers for the story, but we have not seen the last of Breen. He will return in the future, don't worry. About Odell's mask, you took inspiration from Arkham Knight. I mean, you could say that, technically. You can also just say that I took the Two-Fort Knight from TF2, slapped it on Heavy, colored him black, and gave him armor, and called him Odell. I mean, yeah, I actually quite like the way Odell's design came out in the end. Yeah, he seems techy and big enough to be considered, menacing, and the Two-Fort Knight was the closest thing that was like a techy-looking helmet for Heavy, because Heavy doesn't have that many techy cosmetics, which is really sad. I really want him to have more stuff like that. But yes, the helmet, the Two-Fort Knight, is based on the Arkham Knight, well, from Arkham Knight. So yeah, Favorite duel I've written? I've got to say it's probably going to be the Season 2 finale, Breen versus Scout and Spy. That duel was the first time I was able to actually, incorporate a custom archetype for the main villain to kind of give suspense of, oh, what is this villain's archetype? What does it do? Will our heroes overcome it? And that's kind of the thrill of watching classic Yu-Gi-Oh anime, was you see a card you've never seen before and you think, oh, what does that card do? That's pretty intimidating. I hope they can win. And this is the first time I ever got to do this. I was actually very, very nervous about this archetype, by the way. Oh, here they are in the game where they're from, by the way. Have a little look at them. But yeah, I was actually very, very scared about how this would turn out, because I thought people would be like, oh, he has a custom archetype. Oh, wow, I've lost interest. But surprisingly enough, people like it. People are invested in it. It threw some people out of the loop for a little bit, and to that I was a bit scared. But in the end, it was epic, and I'm glad people like the archetype. That episode also showcased Spy's true deck for the first time, and I was very, very excited to show it off. Originally, I was going to have him run some Crystron, but then I decided against it. I was like, yeah, what Spiral works for him. But yeah, definitely that 2-part finale is my favorite duel I've written so far. Favorite dueling unit? Well, here's the thing, right? I debated on actually answering this question because I don't think I'm ready to answer it yet. But I thought I would go ahead and do it anyway because, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. Beta. Beta is my favorite dueling unit. Why? You'll have to find out in future episodes. When the series ends, will you do other series? Hard to say. More than likely not. I might have like a little Blue Team mini-series. Maybe. That's not confirmed. That's a maybe, kiddos. Don't twist my words. Maybe. I don't really know. I do have responsibilities in real life that I want to take care of. I want to start becoming a game designer on top of being a voice actor, and so that would take up the majority of my time to... Yeah, so I'm just not sure if I'll be able to have enough time for other series. If I have time for it, then I absolutely will do something, but I can't say for certain, unfortunately. So anyway, yeah, those are all the questions that you guys asked me. Episode 5 will be coming soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the answers to the questions, and thanks for supporting this series, by the way. Lots of cool things coming. Season 3 is going to be awesome, and what comes after Season 3 is going to be a real kicker. So yeah, you guys just gotta stay tuned, and yeah, see you next time. Now get the hell out of my office.